All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are doing a viewer request video here, and look, I've often said it, if there are any tickers you want me to look at that I am not covering, or hey, maybe one that I used to cover but I just don't have time for anymore, please let me know, okay? There is nothing more humbling than someone asking me to look at a chart, and honestly, it's kind of cool for me because I get to find new stocks that I might not have found like in my scanners or whatever, right? So please don't hesitate, all right? What are we going to do today? Same thing we always do. We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does do really well with the YouTube algorithms. But hey, even if you don't, just thank you so much for your time, okay? And look, I am not perfect. I do not have a crystal ball telling me what tomorrow's going to look like. These are just my opinions, okay? So if you've got better ones, please throw them in the comments, all right? I would much rather have you tell me I'm wrong than watch my money go down the toilet or like miss out on a big run, right? Nothing's financial advice. We are simply educated people talking back and forth with each other, okay? So DWAC, all right, listen to me. I am not here to talk about politics. I am not here to talk about Biden this versus Trump that, make America great this, or whatever you want, okay? All I know is this, and I've said it a number of times. I'm going to say it again, and I hope you know what I'm going to say before it even comes out of my mouth, okay? Anytime you see Donald Trump's name in the news, you have to come to DWAC. All right. I believe this one's supposed to be that Donald Trump Twitter replacement. Okay. Again, this stock is really, really closely tied to him, and it moves when he's in the headlines. It's a simple fact, okay? And again, I'm not here to talk about the court hearing. I'm not exactly sure when he's supposed to go to court. I think it's tomorrow, but whatever. All I know is this is a big week, and that might mean it's a big week for DWAC, all right? I'll tell you this much. Technicals are looking really, really juicy here, right? So what happens look, first, what happens on Friday? I've always said when you see a doji, and honestly, this exact same thing is going to be discussed on Rumble, but unfortunately it goes the wrong way. When you see a doji, especially as it gets like more extreme wicks, it generally means the next day is really going to tell you what the truth is. Because what is this day saying? Let me just zoom in. Some people thought this thing was going to fly above the 50. Some people thought this thing was going to die under the 20 and the 8, right? End of the day, it basically goes back to where it started, and they're like, all right, let's see what tomorrow does, and we'll figure it out. Well, what did today do? It opens right here, destroys the 50, destroys one of my resistances, and I mean, honestly, red. I mean, there's reasons to believe we'll be at least coming to the 100 moving average at this point, right? Are we over that? Ooh, not just yet. I think 1531 would probably be where I set my, I'm not going to lie, I'll probably set this one. I'll set a 1531. Look, an alert is not an immediate buy notification. It's definitely come check it out and see what the day looks like. But yeah, if you break this, there's a lot of reason to believe you're going to be climbing that stack of green and that stack of red. And hey, maybe the noisiest thing will probably be around this 1717, right? Give or take. So DWAC, as long as this thing opens up, yeah, this thing looks good, right? We just golden cross right there. MACD looks good. RSI looks good. RSI numbers not too high. And volume was consistent. I like that. Give me a big one tomorrow. Let's test this 4 million tomorrow, and I think we shoot to the 100 moving average. And then again, obviously, break this, right? Break the 100 moving average. I'd probably put a little less emphasis on that 18, and shit, it might even go over 20, right? Because after that, you just get another red, right? So sorry about that. But this is an interesting stock. And again, once Donald Trump's name falls out of the news, hit that parachute, hit the eject button, jump out of this bad boy. Because again, look at what this stock does. It trades under moving averages all the time, except when it wants to do some silly things, right? So just get in for the pop and then get out for the drop. Get in for the pop, get out for the drop. That's my only advice here. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons to watch this one tomorrow, for sure, for sure. I'm liking this weekly. Did we break it last week? No, we landed right on it. So far, we're working our way up. This is going to be the first week, assuming it closes over the 8. Hopefully next one gets us here. And like I said, this is actually kind of saying we might even go to 24. Because again, look, once we break these two lines, it's a nice little free climb. So DWAC, watch this bad boy for sure, for sure. Man, I'm disappointed in Rumble. And look, I didn't make a video on this one, but I was chatting with someone that brought this up. And honestly, I was bullish. I saw this doji. I saw that they had some really good earnings. I mean, there were reasons. I saw that the MACD was crossing into the positive. I saw that the RSI was not that high. Again, it just really didn't seem like volume was going to drop as hard as it did. But this is what I always talk about with the volume drops. And sadly, this is what I do say when a couple things happening here. Number one, this is a moving average cluster with all 5. I hate moving average clusters, all right? It always seems like it wants to fly. And look, it had so many attempts at breaking it. I thought I had seen a W right here. I like the W for, like, there were a bunch of reasons that this one faked me out. I honestly had no money going in. This did hit my alert, which sucked because I think I set my alert on this candle right here. And you can see the top of the wick on today's red does hit 1033. Watch, if we go to the high of the day was 1034. So it did hit my alert. I know I saw it. Again, the alert is not an immediate buy notification. I for sure didn't get in. Knock on wood, AI was crushing it, right? So it was kind of easy for me not to get in. But yeah, I hate horizontal clusters, and the day after a doji generally tells you the truth. Look, there's still a few things to actually like here, even though we had a bad day, okay? The 8's still going up, so hopefully we don't go any lower than the 8, right? I'm okay going up on the 8, bouncing on the 8, and going back. The 20 didn't do that violent a drop, and, you know, again, I think it's all going to come to this $9 point. I don't know if the 50 is going to hold. Obviously, it'd be great if 920 holds it and we bounce from here. But I can see this coming to 9, and hopefully the 8 moving average catches it and it goes. Again, it looked like this thing had good earnings. I think that there's a connection between Rumble and DWAC. I might be wrong there, but I thought Rumble was part of the software that sets up DWAC. Again, I might be wrong. I think it starts with an R, though, the one that I'm thinking of. Nonetheless, I think that there's a lot of technicals here that kind of explain what happened. I'm really sad that we got a fake out on my alert up here, though. That I really do say. But yeah, I definitely got this wrong, and I hope I at least explained why I thought it was going to go up, right? Again, it is what it is. I'm not perfect, is what it is, right? So Rumble, as long as you're in the moving average cluster, anything can still happen. And again, I would watch the 8. I think that's kind of the moral of the story here. Oh my goodness. I know I didn't come, okay, what was that? Damn, I swear I didn't know that the 100 average was 1033. I actually would have probably set my alert a couple cents higher if I looked at that. That probably would have saved me. Nonetheless, look, I'm not pretending, you know, I definitely got this wrong yesterday for sure. But yeah, that's a really, really hard line on the weekly, especially because, again, there is no 200 moving average. The 100 on the weekly just formed. So this becomes the last and hardest to break. So, but one more time, 1033 at least for sure is the money line. If you crack 1033, set an alert at 1036. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that right now. I think I'm a little interested in seeing what this one does. I'll even do 1037. Give me a couple cents higher. Why not? There's some interesting things that could happen here. Because again, fundamental stuff did actually look all right. But yeah, I just couldn't get out of the cluster is what it is. So, hey, again, these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I appreciate you so much.